Okay, we are headed to Pipestem Resort State Park in Pipestem, West Virginia today. For point of reference, it's about an hour and a half south of Charleston, the state capital. And this is our second time camping there, but we're going to try to get some good videos and some information for you. And of course, we're going to try to see some color. It is fall, so hopefully the color will be good. And the weather's going to be great. You never know when you plan these trips months in advance, but it looks like we hit the jackpot this weekend. It's going to be a little cool at night in the 30s, but warm during the day. So looking forward to that, and stay tuned for some good info. As I mentioned, the drive down from Charleston is about an hour and a half. It's not a bad drive. It is a toll road, so I will warn you there. If you're not from the area, you will have to pay a couple of tolls. But it's a pretty drive, especially in the fall. And there are some things off the exit, which I'll go over that here in a minute. But the views along the way are great. So just a nice drive, and like I said, fall time is a great time to visit. Now the exit that you'll want to get off of is the Athens Road exit. You'll get off here and you will make a left onto Route 20. It'll take you through a couple of little small towns. There will be some places to stop, Dollar General, little mom and pop stops on the way. If you forget something and you need, there's a couple of places to stop there, so don't worry about that. There's also a Dollar General not too far from the entrance of the park. So that's, great to have close by in case you forget something or need to run out for something. Route 20 is a nice 2-lane road, fairly straight, a couple of curves here and there, but not too bad. It's plenty wide in case you're pulling a big camper or something like that. Don't worry, you shouldn't have any problems between here and the entrance to the park. And here we are, entrance to Pipestem Resort State Park. You're going to find plenty of things to do here at this park. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It's the largest state park in West Virginia. It's a little over 4,000 acres. As far as lodging goes, they have 26 cabins, 2 lodges, and 3 different campground areas. And driving through the park, you'll see a lot of great scenery. As you can see, fall is the best time to go, in my opinion. You'll see some wildlife. I'll talk a little bit more later about some of the activities that you can do here. There's a long list of activities to do, things to see, and all of that while you're here. So we are driving through the park right now, getting ready to come up on the campground in just a few minutes. Now, before we get to the campground, I want to talk about the different loops that they have and the different facilities in each camping area. We are staying in the lower loop. We have site number 25, and it is full hookup, sewer, water, electric. Sites 32 through 49 in the other section is mainly suitable for tents. It's electric only. And then the other section at the top left of this diagram is the sites that are electric and water. They do not have sewer hookup. There were a couple of nice sites there, a little bit more roomy. Some of them looked like they were a little tight though for my taste. Where we stayed, and I'll show you here in a minute, our campsite was a little more spacious as far as surrounding the camper. Plenty of room to park the camper, a little bit tight space on vehicles. If you have more than one vehicle, that might be an issue. But the yard space was plenty big, which I like. I don't like being right on top of someone else. So keep that in mind when you are picking a site in one of these camping areas. Okay, and here we are pulling into the campground area. Here's the check-in building on the right there. We can get firewood and some things like that. This is a picture of our site. As you can see, it was pretty spacious, some wooded area behind and in front, and tight space on the vehicle parking, as I mentioned, but very spread out, no one near you. And here's a space that was across the road. It's a pull-in site, or a pull-through site rather, and there are some of those throughout this loop and some of the other ones. Those are probably more suitable for motorhomes or smaller campers. You just don't have much yard space. So driving on around, you'll see a little bit more, some more of the pull-through, and then some of the other type sites on the left. Good amount of space as far as campsites in this loop. So I think I had mentioned that we had stayed here twice, but I believe this was our third time actually, and we've stayed in this loop every time, and I think we'll probably continue to do so. And again, this is the check-in area when you pull into the campground. You'll check in here, and they have firewood for sale. They have the playground equipment, different volleyballs and things like that you can borrow. This is a beach volleyball court. They have plenty of swings and slides for the kids. They have a gazebo with swings and a fire pit in the middle. Just a really nice area. We saw adults and kids really enjoying this area when we were there. Now, if you make a left out of the campground, the first thing you're going to come up to are the horse stables. They offer horseback riding here. It's one of the many activities. A couple of the girls in our group did this while we were here, and they had a great time. You can choose from a half an hour or an hour. A lot of great trails there. And speaking of adventures, they have a lot of things to do. They have an adventure zone area where you can do axe throwing, miniature golf, skeet shooting, 3D archery, disc golf, remote control car racing, laser tag. And then of course they also have golfing. They have a short course and then an 18-hole course. Horseback riding, as I mentioned, zip lining, mountain biking. They have a lake, a splash park. And of course, one of the main attractions is the tram, and I'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. But just a lot of things to do in this park, and see the wonderful sights that our state has to offer. Hey there, we are at the golf course at Pipestem Resort State Park. We're playing the short nine today. Unfortunately, I hurt my back, so I'm actually not playing. I'm driving the golf cart while the guys are playing. So it's a really nice course. It's in pretty good shape for the season. Still a lot of green, and there are a lot of leaves out right now, so it's a nice pretty day. And so I'll turn this around so you can see a little bit. And so anyway, I highly suggest that if you're in the area and you like to golf, try it out. All right, more to come. here's just a couple more views of the Short 9 golf course as we were going along. Now my son said that the 18-hole course was beautiful, in great shape as well, and a really nice course. I didn't visit that one myself, but he had played the 18 course the next day that we were here, so you might want to check that out as well. Okay, I have got to tell you about these swings. Some of you that may be from the area probably already know about them, but the West Virginia Department of Tourism came up with an idea to place swings, wooden swings, all over the state in usually very panoramic, gorgeous view settings. And the neat thing about it is they were built by local high school VOTEC students. They designed them, they build them, they place them. So it's a great combination of effort from the Department of Tourism and our local high school students. They have placed these in 31 different areas so far, probably more to come. But they have gone viral. The thing to do is find the swings and get your picture made, post it on Instagram or Facebook, and a lot of people are really making it a point to visit all the swings in the state. So it's just a really cool thing, and like I said, usually they're in a beautiful location as well, and it makes for great pictures. So I highly suggest that you check out these swings, and this is a gorgeous one here at Pipestem. Okay, one of the main things we wanted to do on this trip was ride the tram. We had some people with us that had never ridden it, so we're really excited. However, I guess I didn't do enough research. I didn't realize that it was under construction, so it was shut down and we could not ride it. They are building a whole new tram, and this is an artist rendering of the tram that you would get on at the top of the mountain. Brand new cars, brand new everything. They're going to have bigger cars. They're going to even have a freight car for you to transport kayaks and fishing equipment and things like that, because there's a beautiful stream down at the bottom of the mountain. The tram will descend over 3,400 feet. And then the artist's rendering here is the what the tram will look like at the bottom. There's a lodge down there as well, and it's only accessible via the tram. I believe there's a restaurant in there and a few rooms at the lodge, and like I said, the stream is just really, really beautiful. So I'm really excited when this opens back up. It'll be really nice for the park. And I believe they said the opening date is Memorial Day 2025. So keep that in mind and check it out. So we were disappointed about not being able to ride the tram, but we did take advantage of some of the gift shops there in the building there where the tram is. That's also where the zip lining is. We didn't do that this time, but that's another idea for you. And we also got some ice cream. Another thing we decided to do was see the observation tower. It's a just a not very long walk up to the top of the mountain. It's a nice paved walkway, but the views when you get up there are absolutely gorgeous. Great photo opportunity, and like I said a million times in this video, fall is a great time to visit. Here's some more views of the park as we were leaving. We decided to take a different route home. When you exit the park entrance, make a left on Route 20, and this brings you out to Sandstone along Interstate 64. You do avoid a toll this way, but the reason we did it was just to enjoy some more fall leaves and the views. And we don't mind driving on a two-lane road. It's a nice two-lane road. It's a little curvy at times, but we have a long camper and didn't have any issues. So I encourage you to do this. There are some things to see along the way. You'll
across Bluestone Lake and Bluestone State Park. A lot of things there to see. There are also Sandstone Falls is in the area as well, and some good stops to make, some more nice West Virginia scenery. Okay, so Pipestem Resort State Park, I hope you got some good information about it. In summary, it is a great place to visit. Not only is it the largest state park in West Virginia, but it's one of the most popular. And as you can tell, there is something for everyone. A lot of different activities, whether you like hiking or biking, kayaking, golfing, shopping, just to name a few. A lot of different things for the kids as well. And so I highly suggest a visit. And until next time, remember, collect moments, not things.